Hello guys, and welcome back to the series. Welcome back to Football Manager 2023 and our epic quest across Europe to win every top flight division in the European nations in the game. Currently nation number 22 of 33, which is Belgium, and we're here as the manager of Genk. At the end of the last episode I did say I was going to come back and do the cup final. You may notice that the Belgian Cup winners, scheduling wise in terms of my personal life, I didn't get the opportunity to record that on camera, so I decided just to play the game. We did win on penalties. It was a very, very close game over Charleroi. They took the lead we took the lead, I beg your pardon, in the first minute before they equalised in the 71st minute. In terms of penalty shootouts, we missed our first one, which obviously didn't help, but we were helped out by Mbamba and Martel missing late on in the penalty shootout. It was a fairly even game, and I think a draw was probably a fair reflection. Just thankfully we did win it on the penalties. In terms of how the schedule's going for us, though, you were last here for the Brugge and the Ghent games. We did then lose our next game, unfortunately, and it was to Club Brugge. Gambrena got us on the score sheet, but Centurk and Gonzalez scored for Club Brugge in another even game. To be entirely truthful, it was a very even game, and we just didn't offer enough going forward, unfortunately. We did bounce back with 3 wins in a row, though. The first one came against Antwerp. It was Atagun and De Keersmaker with the goals for us in a very dominant performance. Pleased with that one. 3-1 against STVV, our derby, effectively. Simon, Roger and Putu scored a late constellation for STVV. Before that was after Inigo, Gambrena and Jovan Milosavljevic put us ahead, basically 3-0 ahead. We played much better going forward, and I was quite pleased with that one. Next one was a little bit closer than I would have liked against OHL. We did dominate the game, thoroughly dominated the game, but just the 1-0 to Keersmaker. Again, we weren't fantastic going forward. We did obviously rotate the squad for a little bit for this one. The games have been really tightly packed in this championship group. Effectively 3 a week. You can see April, how many games we've had in April. And then May is pretty much the same. Like I say, we did beat OHL 1-0. Unfortunately, we did then lose to Ghent, which was a little bit disappointing. Thomas Ebner and Alain Vinet with the goals for Ghent. They were 3-1 up. That was after Rainer Kavaman had put us 1-0 up, but we got a late consolation for Jovan Milosavljevic in the 93rd minute. Another even game. 3-2's probably a fair reflection on the game if we're being honest with ourselves. So where that leaves us in the league, currently it is Ghent in second. We are 4 points clear of them. We do have a game in hand, superior goal difference, although I do think it's ranked on games against, which I'm not quite sure where we stack up with Ghent. And then it's Club Brugge in third at 7 points behind us. Now, Club Brugge are today's opponents, and it does say in my news items that we could potentially win the title in this game. We'll potentially claim the Jupiler League Pro title with a win over Club Brugge, but we also require results to go in our favour elsewhere. Now, if we have a look at the schedule, we are taking on Club Brugge today. I think Ghent played before us. No, we played before Genk, so we could win the game in the Antwerp game before Ghent even get the chance to play, and they are away to Club Brugge in their next game. So we've potentially got 2 games today, guys, so we're going to get straight into it. We're going to quickly run through the lineup. It's very familiar to you guys by now. I know you only get a couple of episodes per season, but in those episodes you should have learnt the squad by now. Lange in goal, De Vrent, Gary, Virchart and Omland is the back 4. Vermeulen, Musa and Sosa as the midfield 3 with Kavaman, Gambrena and Milosavljevic up top. And we're underway. I'm just trying to think of the permutations in which we can win the title in this game. I don't think we actually can. I think the news is lying to me, to be honest. But we're going to take on Club Brugge anyway. Obviously the best team in the country. It's Kavaman come down this left-hand side. Omland inside to Vermeulen, forward towards Musa. Does well to pinch the ball, but Gonzalez does hack it clear. And it's going to go out for a throw-in for KRC Genk early on in this game, which De Vrent is going to come across and take. Can he pick out a teammate? He finds Gambrena. Ball into the box is cut out, though, and well, we've done well to win it back. Omland, the left-back of all people. It's a great save by the goalkeeper, Quinones, there for Club Brugge. I don't quite know what the left-back's doing in there, but he was there, so Gambrena to take the corner. Looking for Gary. Gary gets his head on it as well, but it's gone just over the bar. But yeah, I'm trying to work out the permutations in which we can win. If we do win, then we'd go 7 points clear with 3 remaining. So technically we can't win the title today against Club Brugge. it'd still be nice to get the win and put ourselves in that position for the game against Antwerp, though. And Virichat finding Omland on the left-hand side. A little bit of open grass to run into. The defender does well to get any kind of challenge on him. It does get the ball into the box, though. Comes all the way to De Vrent. Pulls it back for Musa. Rafael Musa with his third goal of the season. Makes it 1-0 to Genk inside the 7th minute, which is absolutely brilliant. And a great start to this game. Club Brugge looking to get back into it, though. It's a deep free kick. Virichat does really well to head it away, but Theobald is going to pick the ball up. Can he deliver the ball back into the box? He can't. Omland does really well to cut it out and finds Milosavljevic. He's surrounded by players, though, and Berke Kurt with a fantastic challenge finds Muangulu. Ball into the box towards Kamga. Didier Kamga with a bullet of a finish. Past Landia in goal, though. We really didn't stand a chance with that finish. That was good football by Club Brugge. So we were ahead for about 12 minutes before Club Brugge have equalised. That's a good ball down the line. Muangulu, good ball in, and that's just a bullet past Landia. Nobody's saving that, really, are they? Looking to take the lead straight away, though. Garen Brena looking for Gary again at that near post, but it's headed clear. Sosa keeps it alive. Kavamin inside the area, comes all the way back to Virichat. He's going to be forced backward again, isn't he? No, it does well to turn around. Vermeulen no ball over the top towards Kavamin. Can he square it? He went for goal. He could have squared it. Milosavljevic was stood in the middle all by himself. Greedy there from Kavamin. But we are the team applying the pressure. Vermeulen towards Sosa. It's rattled the crossbar, I think, and Gonzalez has managed to put it behind for the corner kick, which Garen Brena comes across to take. Looking for that big target in the middle of Gary. It finds him. Gary gets the header on target, but Quinones makes a comfortable save in the end. And we're getting closer to half time now. It is Club Brugge on the attack. It's Muangulu finding Van Breve. Back to Muangulu. Juliano finding Berke Kurt on the left hand side. Bit of room. It's gone through the legs of Landia, but he got just about enough on it to keep it out. And De Vrent, I think, was the one who hammered it into touch. And at half time, it is the one apiece, but I think we can be pretty pleased with our performance. We're massively on top in this game. We are dominating Club Brugge. Didier Kamga looks a little bit dangerous, though, and obviously we're going to have to keep an eye on him. Right, guys, with about 20 minutes remaining, we have made a change on the right-hand side. Garen Brena was having another poor game. We've brought Keersmaker on there. Hopefully he can create something for Milosavljevic, but as things stand, it does look like we're heading towards a 1-1 draw. Kavamin's having a poor game as well on that left-hand side. I don't really, if I'm entirely honest, have a left-sided player. We do have Oliver Martins, who has featured a little bit for us this season. Not too much, though. But Kavamin's not having the best of games. But into the final 5 minutes, we are still on top, as you can see by the match stats there in the middle of the screen. But it does look like we're heading towards a 1-1 draw against Club Brugge. And indeed we are. So unfortunately, the title is not claimed against the defending champions. So in terms of how that leaves things at the top of the table, we are currently 5 points clear of Ghent. Of course, we played before Ghent do again. So we can go 8 points clear at the top. They'd still have 9 on the table, though. So they'd need to draw for us to win the title. We could even win the title off camera, guys, today, which would be the first time in this save. All the league titles that we've won across the course of this save, it could be the first one we win off camera. But we're going to go forward however many days it is. It's only 3 days towards the Antwerp game. Let's see if we can pick up that win there. And then obviously Ghent need to win then, don't they? Right, guys, welcome back to the second game of the episode. Away to Antwerp in this one. We have rotated the squad quite heavily. We're obviously, with it just being the 3 days between the games, we are quite tired. So we're going to go with Landia in goal, of course, ever present. It's going to be Ihat Atagun as the right back for today. He's very, very capable of playing as the right back. He's a 21-year-old. Hadzic comes in as one of the centre halves. Again, very capable, 23-year-old Bosnian. Alongside him is one of our old favourites in Mirko Sabi, who has just announced that he is wanting to leave once his contract does expire at the end of next season. So if we're still here, we're obviously going to try and look to move him on for some money. He is still valued between, around about £2 million. So hopefully we can get that for him. Sangala comes in as the left back, not featured too much for us this season. Only the 2 games under his belt. The 30-year-old Belgian, lacking a little bit of quality, but needs must. Vermeulen retains his place as a defensive midfielder. Alongside him today is going to be Peters, very capable, Very, very capable of playing that position. Virachat moves forward from central defence as into one of the Segundo Volante roles. He's reasonable enough in that sort of position. The wingers today's Garan Barena retains his place. Martins comes in on the left-hand side and De Keersmaker goes up top. He's still got 17 goals in 24 games in all comps this season, has De Keersmaker. I'll tell you what, we're even going to put Milosavljevic on the bench, who's got 16 and 19 for us, which is a fantastic return. Right, and we're underway in this game. Straight into a highlight though. It's Virachat finding Sabe. Virachat again towards Sangala, finding Martins on the left-hand side. Has he got anybody to pick out? He switches the play beautifully towards Garan Barena. Forward towards Peters from that advanced Segundo Volante role. Pulls it back for Virachat, and Criptinho. Virachat gets his third goal of the season in that unfamiliar role to him in our system. Normally plays as a centre-half, but he fires ahead inside of the 3rd minute. In an absolutely fantastic display of football. This is a great ball down the line. Of course, the switch as well. Peters pulls it across and Virachat fires it in off the goalkeeper into the back of the net, which is brilliant. Really, really good. It's we've taken the lead so early on, and that does give us that 8-point cushion at the top as things stand. But Antwerp are still a dangerous team. They have beaten us this season, and obviously Sabe clattering into his man Roos like that is not going to help. I wonder if that's our former player Roos. We had a Roos as well, didn't we? At Šibenik, I believe it was, that we had Roos. Could have even been Vegard. They could potentially be former teammates. The penalty has been awarded though, unfortunately. So again, after going ahead, we could find ourselves behind after about... Oh, Langiot with the fantastic save. Get in there, Langiot, son. What a save. Championship winning stuff there from Langiot in goal. And Bayo to take the corner though. It's a deep one, which Langiot again fantastically comes and claims that one. I want to see if that's the Roos that we used to have. I don't think it is because he's in midfield. It is. It's the Roos that we used to have. We had him at Vegard. And we sold him on to Benfica. That's right, I remember. It is the Roos. So, wow, they've trained him to play in some positions. Or did we do that? I don't remember. But the former teammates there from Vegard coming together inside the penalty area. It's amazing how they've both managed to find their ways back to Belgium. And it's good to see some players who we had many years ago when they were teenagers still performing into their 30s, and we're still seeing them in the game. Dreisen, though, with the ball, finds Klaus and Vincent. Staubart. Berger forced backwards towards Vincent again. Back forward to Roos. Like I say, our former player there. Switches the play, but it's a poor header from the winger, and Hadzic brings it down, looking for Garan Barena. Garan Barena inside to Peters. Garan Barena's gone. On your bike. Go. He's got players ahead of him. Feeds Martins. Martins rolls the ball wide of the post, but I think he was offside anyway. That was Martins. So at half-time, it is just the 1-0 to Ghent. Genk. I keep getting Ghent and Genk mixed up. We are, of course, Genk, not Ghent. As things stand, though, we are moving 8 points clear of Ghent in the table, so they would have to win to keep the championship chase alive. Of course, if they draw, then we are the champions while not playing a game, really. We could put ourselves in that championship winning position with 2 games of the season remaining without us actually being on the pitch, which would be really, really good. But Sabe now with the free kick for Genk. Rolls it forwards towards the goal scorer Virachat. Vermeulen, Sabe again. Virachat looking over the top towards Martins, who's got in behind them here. De Keersmaker's all by himself in the middle, puts the ball in the back of the net, but De Keersmaker for me, he's a good 3 yards offside there. Is De Keersmaker. It was a great finish on his left foot. And it has correctly been ruled out for offside. He did look like he was a long way offside to me from this ball forward. Look, there's no defenders. It's a good 3 yards, which is what I said in the first place. Why couldn't the linesman have, put his flag up for that? Why did we need VAR for that one? But with 20 minutes remaining, guys, we are effectively champions, depending on what Ghent do. AA Ghent. I don't know, again, got Genk and Ghent mixed up. Apologies for that. I assume there's a rivalry there between the two teams, and I keep getting these mixed up. But it is Antwerp coming forward, and Bayo looking to drive into the box. Don't foul him this time. Oh, no. That's not in the script there, guys. Not great defending from the defender there who got something in the way, but he just put the ball into the attacker effectively. Who was it? It's number 5, Sangala, the man who doesn't play very often this season, and you can rightly look disappointed there, Mr. Sangala. And now with 10 minutes remaining, it makes things a little bit more complicated. That narrows our lead back down to 6 points. So we could be going into a third game this episode, depending on what happens with Ghent. We're going to find out. It's 6 points, the gap. I don't know what the permutations are now, guys. We'll obviously have to click forward to the point where the Ghent game is played and see exactly what happens. Right, Club Brugge have done us a massive favour. They are now the team in second place. They're 5 points behind us. They've thumped Ghent 3-0. So we're 5 points clear with 6 left remaining. So it means we're going to get a third game this episode, guys, and it is against our derby against STVV, Saint Truden's VV, if I'm saying that correctly. You can see there it's the Limburg derby versus KRC Genk. A fierce rivalry, so we could potentially win the title against our rivals, who themselves are still with a chance of second place in the table, so they'll be going all out as well. So effectively we need... A point's not even good enough, really, is it? Would it be? I don't know. There's still plenty of permutations. Let's just go and win the game. It's a few days away. It's 7 days, so I'm going to click forward again. We'll come back and we'll do our third game of the episode, guys, and hopefully we can get it across the line in this one. Right, guys, welcome back to part 3 of today's episode. We need a win, basically, to take the championship. That's about the bottom line. We're at home in a fierce rivalry, a derby game against STVV. You can see Club Brugge there, who are now in second place, are away to OHL. Ghent are at home to Antwerp. So any one of the 3 can still win the title. Hopefully it's us. We can move on to the next nation. And the lineup that we're going to start today is, again, very familiar. Obviously, we've had that week's rest now in between the 2 games. So the only change from our regular starting lineup is Hadzic comes in the centre of defence. For Viramaker, I believe it is. Virachart, I beg your pardon. In fact, you know what? Virachart can go in there. So it is pretty much our strongest lineup. And as we get the game underway, looking to become the Jupiler Pro League champions for the first time in 3 years, I think it is. I think we've had Anderlecht and Club Brugge for the last couple of years. So looking to regain that title. For Genk, of course, it's a derby game, though, so anything can happen. I just hope that we can bag the win. And we do get our first highlight of the game. It's Darm in goal for STVV. Looking to pick out a teammate who goes along. We should win this in the air. We don't win it in the air. It's a good flick on. And now Dana with the ball advancing towards our penalty area. It's a good ball in towards De Bruyne, who gets it all wrong. And De Vrent finds Landia looking for Kavaman on this left-hand side. Helps the ball further down the line. I've never seen a highlight like that before in Football Manager. I'm 1,500 hours into Football Manager 23 now, and I've never seen that before. Well, at half-time, this game is very close. It's too close for my liking. Thankfully, Brugge and Ghent are both drawing themselves, so that would still leave us with what we need. I'm going to get a little bit shouty at them. I'm going to tell them they need to be better. To be honest, we need to go and get the win, and we do get that kick-off highlight straight away. It's probably a goal for STVV. Knowing our luck, but it is Virachat with the ball on a yellow card, bringing the ball forward, goes straight to Etundi. Now Rusas nearly lost the ball out there to Milosavljevic, but the goalkeeper does go long. Can we win this one in the air? Landia, what are you doing, mate? What's the goalkeeper do? This game's stupid. The highlights that we're getting. Sosa does well to pinch that, though. Finds Milosavljevic. He's fouled, surely. Russos has just clattered him. Absolutely clattered him. Come on, ref, make a decision. Why do we need VAR? Just make a decision, ref. What? No, he's been clattered. He's been clattered. Anyway, we've got a corner. It's Garin Barena to take it. It's towards that near post. It's headed clear. Ormland keeps it alive. Musa now, he's got a few this season. It's clipped the top of the crossbar and gone over the bar. Luckily, the other 2 games are still still draws. So, like I say, it is coming our way as things stand. But Gary finding Sosa, it'd be nice if we could win, just to, so we're not worrying about it. I really don't want to. Oh no. What's going on? Can Vermeulen play as a centre half? He can. We're going to have to lose the screen in front of the centre backs, I'm afraid, guys, because we're just being absolutely ridiculous in this game. Virachat, I don't know what he's doing. We need more. Again, have taken the lead now as well. Garen Barena with the corner towards Gary. De Bruyne heads it away. Lefebvre helps it further on, but Omland should get this ahead of Leonard, and he does. Finds Gary. Sosa is going to lose this to Leonard. Leonard's all over the place at the minute. And Lefebvre does clear it, but please win the header. Vermeulen does win the header. Finds Musa. Over towards Misavlovic. This is the job. He's put it in the back of the net. It looked onside. Please be onside. Please, please, please be onside. Yes! Come on, Jovan Milosavljevic with his 17th of the season gets the goal. Musa plays. Who's supposed to be offside? It's a great finish anyway, by the way, but Ghent had just taken the lead, so that was really important that we did that. Now Vermeulen heads it back to Landiot, of course, filling in at centre-half after Virachat's been an absolute tool and got himself sent off. Musa, though, bringing the ball forward. We just need to keep the ball now. Finds De Vrent. Looking forward towards Garen Barena. Milosavljevic is in the box again. Pulls it across. Milosavljevic, what a save by the goalkeeper. What a save to deny Milosavljevic his second of the game. But we do get the corner out of it. It's Garen Barena to take the corner again. Looking for Gary at that near post. It's gone over the top of Gary. Atundi helps it further on, but we're just swarming over the ball here. Musa finds De Vrent. Cross is blocked by Leonard. Musa picks up the ball again. Comes back towards Vermeulen. Musa. Sosa. Gary. Is there any end product at the end of this? Gary finding Omland in behind. It's a poor touch and he's tackled comfortably, but Gary wins the header, finds Sosa. Sosa over the top towards Garen Barena. Can he get the ball across for Milosavljevic? It's deflected up into the air. Musa's underneath it, but it's headed clear. Omland, and now Dana with the ball for STVV. This is a long highlight, but it's Ter Horst bringing the ball clear for STVV. Feeding De Bruyne. And Club Brugge have just taken the lead as well at the same time. De Bruyne levels the game for STVV. Are we bottling this? Are we bottling this? De Vrent finds Musa. De Vrent again. Cross is blocked, but Musa's going to pick up the ball. Finds Vermeulen to Musa. Driving past a couple of men. Feeding the ball forward. Oh no, Musa! Where'd that come from? Inches away there, guys. Inches. But both Ghent and Club Brugge are winning, which brings the gap down to 3 points. So Garen Barena needs to pick a target here. No, Leonard's going to get there. Can he counter on us? He probably can. No, he comes back instead to Pereira and Tundi. Roussos looking forward towards De Bruyne, the goal scorer. Vermeulen's there, though. Finds Musa now to Vrent. Looking for Garen Barena, who's in behind. Can he square it for his teammates? He can for Musa. Rafael Musa gives us the lead again. Oh my God, this is some game. This is some game of football. It had to be a derby game, didn't it, to finish the season off, and we had to have a man sent off. But that brings the title to us now. We just need to hold on to it. I don't know whether to change it to defensive and keep the time waste and keep the ball. And as Ghent have gone 3-0 up, they're doing everything they can to keep themselves in this title race. No highlights, please. Kavaman. Don't lose it. He has lost it to Ter Horst. Now it's Leonard, De Bruyne, Pintos. Gary does well to get the tackle in. Musa can't get there, but it's De Bruyne again. Ter Horst in acres of space on the right-hand side. Bringing the ball forward to Leonard. De Bruyne, it's the same combination as the first goal for STVV. I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what to say. It's going to be the third draw in a row of this episode, and I don't know if we're the champions. I'm going to say I'm not happy, although we were down to 10 men. Virachat, I'm really not happy with you. Are we the champions or not? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Let's find out, shall we? No, we're not. We're not. Oh my God. What's the rules? Is it games against? Seeding, games won, goal difference, goals scored. It's goal difference, isn't it? Where are we in terms of goal difference? 5 goals better off. It's effectively our title, guys. We're going to have a fourth game in this episode. It's at home to OHL. So I'll be back again in a week's time. I'm really sorry about the length of this episode, guys. I thought we'd have had it wrapped up by now, but we're bottling it. So again, I'm going to have to catch up with you guys again in just a minute. Right, guys, welcome back to part 4 of today's episode. I apologise for the length of this episode, guys. I thought we'd have the championship wrapped up by this point, but obviously 3 draws in a row. We're sort of on our way to bottling it, really, aren't we? Club Brugge, we really need to be paying attention to. We need a point. A point is enough for us in this game against, as you can see, bottom of the championship group, OHL. The only team in the championship group as well with a negative goal difference. So I expect us to win. We're at home. The other 2 are both away. Obviously, Ghent are out of it now. They can't win the title. But it's between us and Club Brugge, but they are away to Antwerp. So hopefully they get a bad result in case we don't get the result we need. But we'll have to see how things go. So again, I really apologise for the length of the episode, guys. It's the first time we've ever done 4 games in a single episode, and it's just because we're trying to bottle it. In terms of the lineup that we're going to go with for today, you can see I've just done a quick pick there, but we're going to actually make a change to it. Of course, Virachat got sent off in the last game, so we need to bring him out. But other than that, it is pretty much a settled lineup. It's basically what you've seen throughout the entire episode. Hadzic coming in as that other centre half. And we're underway. We're underway. As things stand right now, we're the champions. We're only 5 minutes in. We should have been champions 3 games ago. Or 2 games ago. But we'll get the first highlight inside the 10th minute. Is Hadzic finding Vermeulen. De Vrent now Garan Barena down the right-hand side. Finding Sosa in the middle. Kavaman with space to run into. He does have Milosavljevic ahead of him, but he's gone for goal himself, has the Norwegian. And it's a little bit of a wasted effort. I think the pressure's just sort of getting to the players. Obviously, we're supposed to finish 3rd. Behind Club Brugge and I believe Ghent this season, or Anderlecht actually, Anderlecht who are in the relegation group. And it's just the pressure's just sort of told with the players. As Omlin picks that one up, finds De Vrent, Hadzic, De Vrent again. Down the right hand side, he's got Garan Barena, comes inside to Musa. Musa over the top towards Milosavljevic. We're in behind it. He's gone for the lob. Oh, it's just wide of the post from Milosavljevic. Unlucky there from the Serbian. I think he's Serbian, isn't he? He's now taking this deep free kick towards Hadzic at the back post. Nods it down and Sosa's put the ball wide of the post. Oh, it's saved. Gary, this time wide. The keeper saved it again. Garan Barena gets the effort away and it's blocked again. What's going on in this game? We can't get the ball in the net. Garan Barena to take the other corner from the other side towards Hadzic again. Can't get his head there. We're going to get another corner, 3 in a row, which Garan Barena again comes to take. Again, it's headed clear by Borkel. And now Alawai, I think that's how you say it, Alawai getting Musa does really well to win that one back. Finds Vermeulen. And that is the end of the highlight. You can see by the match stats there in the centre of the screen that we are massively on top. Everybody else is still drawing 0-0. Milosavljevic finds De Vrent on the right-hand side. Can he pick out some magic? No, comes back to Hadzic instead. Gets it back out wide. Feeding the ball towards Milosavljevic. What a great pass that was. Gets the ball across towards Kavaman. He's hit the post and... What's going on there? Surely somebody's offside. I thought there might have been a foul in there as well. Milosavljevic has to be offside from that. He has to be offside, doesn't he? When the ball eventually came across to him, yeah, it has been disallowed. I've got no idea what was going on there. The ball was pinging about all over the place inside the box. Sosa surely was fouled. Milosavljevic off the post. It's actually Sosa who's offside. No, it's Milosavljevic. They were both offside. Anyway, yeah, that was a strange highlight. Again, we're applying the pressure. Milosavljevic looking for Garan Barena. It's headed clear though, but Milosavljevic will get the ball back. Takes it round his man. Takes it round 2 men. Inside the penalty area now. Checks back. Diving challenge from the defender. We do get the ball into the box though, and Garan Barena with the effort this time. Comfortable save for the goalkeeper. But we're applying the pressure in this first half. We just need to make it count. As De Vrent looking to find Gary. Gary up there for the throw-in. Omland picks the ball up, finding Gary again on his way back. Vermeulen looking to the left, but it's cut out. Omland finds the ball, finds Sosa. Omland again, looking to take it past his man. Can't get the ball past Tulipilov. And Johansson manages to hack it clear, but Gary is there again. Finds Omland. Inside to Sosa. Sosa over the top to Kavaman. It's too much on it, and Vasquez comes out and claims that one. But the highlight's still going on here, guys. Gary wins that header. Sosa towards Kavaman. Milosavljevic, can he hit the target this time? He's forced out wide by the defender. Comes back to Omland instead. Omland all the way back to Gary again. With patient build-up, guys, but we are the ones with the ball. OHL can't get near us. Vermeulen, Musa with the effort from range. It's gone through the goalkeeper by the looks of it. And Rafael Musa with his 5th goal of the season. I think it's his 3rd one this episode. Finally gives us the lead just before half-time. It definitely looked like it went through the goalkeeper to me. We're a little bit closer in with this camera. Maybe we'll see it. It has. It's just the goalkeeper's just flapped at it and completely missed it. And that now, if it stays like this, I know I've said this in the last 2 games, that now does give us the title here in Belgium, and we can start thinking about Ukraine, the next nation. Which, if we do get there this episode, guys, we will skip the brief little look that we have at the next nation. Obviously, due to time-wise with the episode, I'm going to have to work some editing, see if we can get the time of the episode down. But Garen Barena pinches that one back, finds Musa, Vermeulen, Sosa to Garen Barena again. He's got people ahead of him, comes out wide to the left instead to Omland. He's going to have an effort. Omland, it's saved by the goalkeeper and gone round the post for a corner, which Garen Barena will come across and take. He's got the 2 big centre halves in there to try and hit. It's towards both of them, but the corners missed both of them. Musa commits the foul there. Taheri with a deep free kick for OHL, looking over the top, but it's comfortable for the 2 central defenders there. And Hatic finds Landiut. All the time in the world to come out and pick a pass. Looks over he just gives the ball straight back. What was the point in that, mate? As Johansson, that's Gary's easy for Gary. Sosa, Garen Barena, Musa making that forward run again. The goal scorer. Here he is on the ball inside the area. Forced wide again though, but he does have De Vrent with him. De Vrent with the first time cross towards Kavaman, gets his head on the ball to hit the crossbar. And OHL have managed to hack it clear. And into the final couple of minutes of this game now, you can see there in the screen that Antwerp and Club Brugge are drawing. We're still only the 1-0 up, but you can see that we've absolutely battered OHL in this game. 31 shots with 11 on target. Their goalkeeper must be having a good game. He is. But there we go, guys. Finally, after the 4th game of this episode, we get the Jupiler Pro League title over the line. We've got an injury to Kavaman there. He did go off injured. That's a little bit of a visual bug there that's coming up on the screen. But we finally lift this trophy here in Belgium, and now we can start to think about the Ukraine and ticking Belgium off the sheet. And moving on to nation number 23, which is great. It's great. It's been quite quick in Belgium. We've only been here for a season, really, which has been fantastic. I think I'm only on a year-long contract as well, so it's not like I'm resigning out of my contract from the job. So now between episodes, I do have to start thinking about looking at the Ukraine. I can't believe it took 4 games to get that over the line. Just quick confirmation there, guys, that we are indeed the champions of Belgium, which means that we do need to get the sheet up. And here we go. Again, sorry for the change in lighting there if you're watching it at night time in the dark. I can't. Google Sheets, for whatever reason, doesn't have a dark mode, so I apologise. But we can tick Belgium off the list to make it nation number 22 ticked off. How do I fill this in again? I can't remember. There we go. So it's now green. So we are moving on to the Ukraine and then Serbia. And then we're starting to get, big nations where we know a lot more of the clubs. Scotland, Celtic, Rangers, obviously. Netherlands, Portugal. We're really starting to get into the big nations now, guys. So let's just get Football Manager back up 2 seconds. But confirmation we are the champions. Again, I really apologise for the length of this episode, guys. I thought we'd have had this over the line a long time ago. But thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure, as always. Please remember to hit that like button for me, though. It really does help me out massively. And I'll see you all in the Ukraine. God knows how long it's going to take me to get a job there, but the league is loaded already, so hopefully not too long. And I'll see you all when we get there. So cheers, guys. See you later.